Hi NFT family, how are you? Long time no see. Oh my god, sorry for that. Yeah, I'm here with another lovely episode of my spaces. So, we are going to have lots of fun again together. And be tuned because I'm going to upload lots of great spaces with lots of great souls in Web3. And also, we are going to have some fun events that are just going on in my Twitter. So, if you want to know about them more, please go and follow my Twitter to understand what is happening and what is going on these days because I'm having some challenges for you to get and bring more exposure on your work. So please join me every week on Magic Talent, and for more information go and subscribe my newsletter to understand what is happening and how you can just participate. Anyway, let's go straight to our space. Actually, we had two guests today, but something happened, and we have only dear Tanmay. He is so amazing and he has lots of information to share with us, especially technical ones. So if you want to know more about these technical things, please go and subscribe my YouTube and let's get into it. Let's start, and I think the other guests would join us very soon. Hi again, everybody. I hope you're all doing great. I'm Paria again, and we are here with another great episode tonight. And before we start, it's a little reminder, Parisjan, if you are just raggy, you can just go and come back again because I sent you the co-host and I don't see you as the co-host. I don't know, I'm ragging or you're just ragging. Okay. A little reminder is about my internet. Maybe something would happen in the middle of the show. So if anything happened and we were in the middle, please come back again because I will start the space again and we can just continue. We will have such spaces on every Saturdays and Wednesdays, maybe a little about changing the time. Sometimes happens because of the guest. Yeah, Tanmay.
If you think you're going to get rugged, right, just exit the app, just close the app and start again and reconnect.
Do you see Pardis as the co-host?
No.
Okay, so she has the
So,
problem.
Paria,
Yeah.
this works for me also. So if you think the space is getting rugged, if you cannot hear people on the stage, so just close the app completely without leaving, without closing, without ending the space. Just close the app and clear everything. Come back within 60 seconds, okay? You have to do this within 1 minute. So when you come back, go to this tweet. You can find this link again in my DM or somewhere and reconnect. So if you do that, the space doesn't close.
Yeah. I just learned that from you actually, Tanmay, on your shows. Yeah, and I do that, but it seems that Paris have some problems. I don't know if she can talk or not because she's saying that I cannot even go out of the Twitter space. I don't know what happened to her. We can just
So
start it and
there was a
maybe,
Twitter update, so you might want to update and come back.
yeah, maybe.
Update the app.
Okay, and about something new that I'm going to start it. Let me pin it up there so you can just know about it. Guys, from next week, I'm going to do something new and a little special. I'm going to start an art share, and it would be somehow a challenge and game for you. So during the time that is on Sundays, 12 p.m. EST, you can join the art share thread and you can just go on with the theme. We will have themes every week, and I'm going to ask some people who are just sometimes masters or collectors of that kind of art, so they can just come and join us on that thread, and they can choose 20 pieces, and we will going to have a gallery for you, and yeah, your art is going to be shown in the gallery, and it would be so fun because I want every one of you to have more exposure on your art, and that's something that I can do for you. So yeah, that's the thing I'm going to start from next week. So make sure that you subscribe the newsletter, because the results will be in the newsletter. Okay, thank you for that. And let's start and hear you, Tanmay. I don't know where the other guest, maybe he's just joining us in a couple of minutes. Let's start with you. Hi again.
Hello.
Okay, let's hear your story, Tanmay. It is just the part that I'm doing every time. I want to know more about you, Tanmay.
You asked me, I'll tell you.
Your journey, art journey, how just bring you to NFT world and something like that.
Okay. So, once upon a time, long, long time ago, there was a boy born. No, no, no. Just kidding. Actually, I've been doing art since I was very young, like 3, 4 years old. Um, I've been with colors. It is something that comes very naturally to me. So I've got my books, art books since that time. I have actually won competitions, art competitions, when I was 6, 7 years old, or even before that. So that has always been there. So when I won competitions in school, at many levels, then art stayed with me. I chose a different field for my graduation that was not related to art. That was related to more like a business. We call it commerce, BCom here, and liberal arts. So not related to fine arts, but art was always there with me. I used to do that to release my steam, or whenever I was feeling low or depressed or bored or frustrated, I used to create art. So art always was there with me, and I always kept searching new styles and techniques. So my primary thing that I like to do is landscapes. So I'm very, very good at landscapes, and I love to do. I have huge paintings in my home, like physical canvas framed and put. So I've been doing. I love doing landscapes, and then abstract. So what happened was, then I always kept doing that. So, but I never shared it with anyone. Like I didn't have put it on Instagram. I didn't put share it anywhere. Not my school friends or college friends knew that I even paint or I do something like that. Fast forward to 2022, not 22, 2020, before COVID, just before COVID, I said, let me start sharing this, and I created a new Instagram account to show my artwork there, photograph you, and started sharing. People liked it. I also like that people are liking it. So what I was doing that time was I was trying out new tools, new digital tools like Photoshop or Krita, or try to do some digital kind of artworks. So, and also then lockdown happened. In lockdown, I was try to imitate a different kind of people. So, I did a Starry Night. I did that's of Van Gogh. Then I did Picasso's work in my style, like Picasso's art in my kind of style. So like that, few couple of more artworks I tried to imitate, and I also created and put them out there. So that was happening in the middle of the lockdown in 2022. What also happened at the same time was I was very active on Reddit. So people also should know about Reddit, guys. This is a very cool platform for all your questions and answers. If you have any technical questions related to any, so before Discord was active, Twitter was the place where everyone went to ask questions. share their work or tweet about it or ask anything doubts about it. So I was there. So I got into a crypto group. So there was a person who asked me to showed me how to make a wallet of Bitcoin Cash. I was actually following crypto since 2, 3 years, but I never really invested in it. I just thought it was a hype or something like that. I actually went to conferences or workshops, but I didn't start mining or I didn't start buying it then. So in the COVID, I thought, what's there to lose? So I said, okay, I created that wallet. He sent me some Bitcoin Cash, and I thought I thought it was a spammy. Why would somebody send money? So I deleted the wallet without saving the seed phrase. So I didn't know about seed phrase and how it works. So I didn't save the seed phrase. I just deleted the wallet without saving the seed phrase. He asked me 3, 4 times. I was like, okay, I just deleted it. How can I get it back? So to just confirm what was happening, he got shocked that this has happened. So he said, okay, now no problem. It's no way to get it back. You create a new one. I'll send you some more money. So that happened. That episode was there. So I was actually in the meanwhile searching on YouTube about crypto, and by this, and simultaneously I was also searching about artworks, right? So different style of artworks. So actually, a YouTube search just showed me about NFTs. So it just combined my search with art and crypto, and it showed me crypto art. So then I got to know about NFTs from there. Then I started talking to people on Reddit, exploring this. This was in early February or January, February of 2021. So 1.5 year ago, more than that. So then I minted my first NFT. I said, okay, let's try. I'll put in some amount, nothing to lose. So I minted my first work on OpenSea on 7th of March 2021, and a couple of more. And I shared that on um, to Reddit. I didn't know when to accept sale or when would somebody buy or anything like that. So then I just completely forgot about it. I would just keep on creating art and keep on sharing that, but not very actively. Fast forward to August 2021. It started coming again in the news and it started becoming more active in the Reddit spaces. People started doing giveaways. So giveaways was happening. Also, same time I downloaded Clubhouse app just to see what was happening. It was restricted to iPhone users, but then Android had also come out. So that I got more curious. Like, why are people telling me to join their Twitter? Why are they telling me to make a Discord and stuff like that? So I was already on Twitter. Like, I opened my Twitter account 10 years back in 2012, 11, 12 years back. So I just had like 60, 70 followers that time till August last year. So then I got active on Twitter. Same time I got to know about NFTs happening on Clubhouse Spaces. So I started joining in rooms. I started telling people, and believe me, I was very pukish. I mean, I could puke. I was so nervous about talking. People from other countries are listening, and what about art and things like that. And it was not so kind space, right? There are many spaces, but no, people are not that kind, just go away and like move on and stuff like that. So I had many rough incidences also. Then I started creating my own spaces. Like 1 or 2 people used to join in the beginning, and it used to be fun. So in November, in September, November, October, November, like I started doing spaces, and gradually I started doing more of them. I was So that has happened, and now you see you all. It's great to see all of you in the Saturday spaces that I have, and it's great to have you all in the my inner circle of friends on Twitter. So it's great to have you all. So the most interesting aspect about this was not just NFTs. I sold my physical artwork because of NFTs, and that too in US. So I shipped 4 NFTs, 4 artworks, physical artworks to USA in on the West Coast in Seattle in September. So that was my highest moment of NFTs. That gave me the biggest pleasure. That was even bigger than the first sale. So I didn't realize when the first NFT got sold, like anonymous buyers started buying my NFTs on I started getting mails, but that was not that exciting. As exciting it was to sell physical artwork because of the NFTs. So he got to know me. He got to know me from Spaces. We got a good bond, and I started coming more on Spaces. So then I had some money from that. I invested in a new PC. I had got a new graphic cards and all. Then I started diving in deeper into 3D and all that in December, Jan, and onwards. So of course my this was also going on. Physical artworks are also going on. Then from Jan, Feb onwards, I was very active, like sharing at least 3 spaces a day, every day, going and talking on those spaces. Like this was the norm. I had to do that every time. So I did that. I started selling more, got to meet so many more people, sold more works. Then I said, I have to have my own spaces also because I can give a platform that is more friendly to people. Like we can just talk about it without, instead of just chilling, of course, you can get and you can sell your work here, and many people buy and sell also. But just a friendly space for everyone to come and talk and ask questions. So I call it NFT for all. We started doing the spaces, and you know what? In the initial spaces, like 2 hours, we used to go in different metaverse. So like go to crypto land once or go to Decentraland. So we used to be talking on space and exploring the metaverse on the same time. So yeah, that we used to do some things like that. But yeah, it's been a great time. I've sold around 160 NFTs so far. Been here in the space since 18 months now. It's like 1.5 year. But I'm really having the time of my life. This is the I'm living my life to the best in these years compared to previous years. I was in a very dark space early. So yeah, that is in short my NFT story.
Yeah, hello. It was very nice. Hello, hello everyone, Tanmay, Money, and everyone. I want to ask many questions of you, Tanmay, because I know you from the my first of when I start my journey. I know you are very active on the Twitter Spaces, and yeah, I know you. Even I remember your artworks when you start with the little girl portrait. I don't know. I remember you as well, and I want to ask one question about the shilling spaces, because when we have a shilling spaces, we have a too much friend that come to want that, and they want to share their artworks, and they stay in the Twitter spaces and something like as this. But I feel this way, actually, it's a traditional way to show our arts. For example, when I start my journey, I go in the, I don't know, maybe for 4 or 5 my time I was in the Twitter spaces. I go in the one Twitter's shilling spaces, and there was just 9 people, and in the data spaces I sold 5 pieces in the for 2 9 people. And yeah, I want to ask. I know in these days, everything the NFTs change, and we are in the revolution of the NFT. We saw too much people come to the NFT, too much amazing art come to the NFT, and now NFT is more trend and more. Everybody know about this. How we can make the shilling spaces more organic to share our to connect with the too much people, because the Twitter has some limited for the actually speakers. Also we have to for too much limited about become ragging, or sometimes we cannot get the request and something like as this, and we cannot to speak with all the people. How we can make something like as more organic to share something before the tweet, or I don't know it. What's your idea about shilling spaces?
So you are talking from the point of organizing a shilling space or participating and presenting. Which perspective are you asking?
Yeah, organizing shilling spaces. Actually, I asking about this because, for example, too much friend. ask us to make some shilling spaces, and I believe that if we want to go to the traditional way for the shilling spaces, it doesn't answer, and we want to make something more organized and something like as this. I thinking too much about this, how we can make some shilling spaces that it is very organized, and yeah, that is my question.
Yeah, so shilling spaces, it's very important to have collectors. So Money does it very well. Babuga does it always. Like so many things I learned from Babuga. So you connect with collectors, have at least one or two of them, prominent ones in the space, and then you'll definitely start having sales from them or from other people. So this is about how to get word of mouth about your shilling spaces. About organizing, you can keep a certain format, right? So every week I'm testing new formats. If you had come to my space last week, we were playing a game, 1 minute shill game. So everyone on the stage gets 1 minute to talk. We pass on the mic to all the people on the stage. Whoever wants to leave can leave, but whoever stayed, we go and ask deeper questions to them. We have a proper conversation, talk about the artwork, give feedback. So what I noticed in that was those people who just want to come and chill and go, they can quickly go. They don't need to wait for 2 hours, 3 hours. And those who want to have talk, they can have that talk as well. So this is something you can try. This week, what I'm going to be doing, like you can see from the tweet on top, it's going to be fun. It's about shill your friend. So you have to talk about your friend. So this format you can try, or you can keep a certain format. Okay, you have 90 seconds. Tell about who you are, what do you do. You give them the format. Like many people are new in the space, they don't know how to shill properly. So you give them a format, tell about yourself, tell about the artwork, which platform it is, how much, what is the cost of it, where can somebody buy it, and so on and so forth. And then they can come and share and go. This is about the format you can set up and do that. Third is about the technical aspects about being a host and co-host and rugging issues and whom to bring up. So what I'm thinking nowadays is those people in the request who are active, right? Who are throwing emojis, who are active, I give them more priority to bring them up and let them speak because they're participating in the conversation, right? So that way you can do. There are technical issues related to Twitter. So best thing is to keep your app updated. Uh, Quit the room, just close force shut the app, and join and reconnect within 60 seconds. So that way you can do. This is about hosting, and
Yeah,
yeah,
it's very useful actually. I am really sensitive about the emojis because every people, it's you don't know they are here or not, but when they make something like as an emoji, they you understand they are listen to you, and this is very nice. I know this is something different, and we can connect together with the emojis, and I love it. Yeah.
We can actually hear the vision from Money as well because he is holding such a spaces as well. Hi, Money, are you there?
Just give me 2 seconds. I'm actually on
Okay,
a time limit. I need just 5 minutes. I'm here. I just need just
okay,
3 minutes.
okay,
mon-
okay. Take your time, take your time.
money
I don't know
money
where
is
is the
going to the
other
bank
guest
to
as well.
withdraw money.
Okay, go on.
Money is going to get money.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
You wanted to say something, Tanmay?
No, I was just commenting. Yeah, anything you want to ask, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to ask about. Okay, Alireza, go ahead, please.
First of all, hello, Paria,
Hi.
Paris, Mani, Neda, Tanmay, Mana, and all of the person, Alhamdulillah, all of the person that are here. Tanmay, I know you since 6 months, yeah, or 5 months year ago, and I know you are a multi-art person, and you do, you have collection in different arts, and one of them is some of them are physicals and digitals, and the new ones that I saw, and I don't know if it was 3D or what. And if I'm have a condition same as you, and I have a different collection as well, as you know. And when I asked from some collector, they told me it's not a good way in Web3, and it's better if you focus only on one collections, and do this for several times, and after that the other person that know you with that style, and it's a better way. I want to ask you this question after many experience that you get from your friends, your collectors, and yourselves. And if you want to tell me about your experience about this, what's your idea and opinion about being in multi arts as a person have disabilities, of course.
I want to ask you one question. The person who asked this to you, was he your collector?
No, no, he wasn't my collector.
Exactly. So be careful whom you take suggestions from. About this I usually ask my collectors only. So if he's not collecting, I don't give importance to his opinion about what kind of art or what kind of collection I should do, right? Because people collect people collect anyways. If they like something, they collect, right? It's very subjective. And what this has been a question since a long, long time. Like I also have got this question on spaces, and more than collectors is the space for somebody who just want to give some sort of comments, right? They'll say, okay, I have a collection or stick to one style or something like that, and who may not even be from arts background or who may not even be collectors. So you got to be very selective when you're taking when you're taking suggestions from or taking somebody's comments. Number one. Number two, I have dealt with this question myself from a long, long time. What is my style? What is my art? Or what should I do? But then it always comes to my, the only answer response I get is that I'm just letting it free. I'm just letting the flow. I'm not stopping the flow. So whatever inspiration I have, whatever the idea is flowing in, whatever format it wants to come out, I just let it come out without stopping, isn't it? That's how I stay true to myself, you know. So I'm always going to keep exploring, experimenting. I just keep my inner child alive. So yeah, it can get difficult to sell, but I'm not sure about that. But you, it's very subjective. What you do you, right? So yeah, there is something for everything in my collection. Yes,
Thank
Jira. I hope that answered the question, Ali.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, yeah, I agree with you 100%, because it's about our souls. For me, my souls, I can limit it this in doing only one branch of art. It's not in my hand, and as well as you said, I couldn't limit myself, and I do that things that get me a better feeling. And I agree with you 100%.
Ali, I just want to add to that before the next question. I want to tell about my mistake, what happened with that. So when I started in September, October, right? So there was a lot of talk about links. There was no link tree. So I had one link to share, and I thought I'm going to put all my styles in one collection, and it'll be easy for me to share one link, right? Instead of so many links. So I put all my styles in one, and I decided that once I'll only make a different collection and go to a different platform once I have 100 artworks in this collection. So that seems to be a mistake when I look back, because the platforms have evolved, and it's better if you distribute your style in different collections, right? It doesn't cost. Why I'm saying this is because if somebody wants to see all your styles together, there are options on OpenSea like go to created instead of collections, creations instead of collection, and all the NFTs will show there. Same thing is on Foundation. So that's something you can do. Keep different art. Try to put those in similar collections.
Of course, of course, and I have, I do this. I have, no, some three collection in objects, OpenSea, three in Foundation. Yeah, I do this, and I agree with this. Maybe I have decision to try Solana and these things, and I agree. Yes, I should use different platforms for different collections. Yeah, it's better.
Yeah, and have proper link tree, have an Instagram. Like when people come to my spaces, now it's very convenient for me to see their artworks on Instagram because I'm seeing it on PC and all those things I can see together in one place from all the platforms, right? So either Instagram or either your own website, you can show them. So that is something that I would suggest. Yes.
Of
Okay.
course, of course. And if Neda have a question.
Oh, hi, Alireza. Hi, everyone. Like Paradis, Paria, Tanmay, Mana. Hello, hello. Hi, I see all my friends down there, and hi to everyone. Tanmay, I just wanted to, yeah, salam, salam. Shab bakhair. Yeah, this is the sound of the giraffe. Tanmay and me, we make this sound together. It's the giraffe sound. And I wanted to talk about the two questions, Paradis, that you asked. One about the shield spaces, and Tanmay is doing a great job in the shield spaces, I believe, because of this pattern that he's using each week, playing a kind of a game or giving a very specific question structure, so that people can just exercise their brains and just think that, okay, like this is a different place. Like I really like this innovation on Tanmay spaces, and it's being more enjoyable. Like this week I even didn't know that it's about 1 minute chill. And like when it got to me, like he told me that, okay, like set on the clock and go on. And I was like, okay, like I just realized I have to speak for 1 minute, but okay, I will do it spontaneously. So yeah, like I believe that the traditional shilling spaces, as you say, Paradis, are not very comfortable for people anymore. Maybe it causes, I've heard this a lot, that it causes anxiety, and people really don't feel comfortable with coming up, because like usually normally the speaker panel, they are close friends, they are always like and chit-chatting with each other, and then like you're new in the space, you go up and then you feel maybe a kind of awkward, or we see lots of people who are introverts. I personally, I'm an introvert, but in the NFT space, it turned out to be different for me. I just found a different aspect of myself. So yeah, like I believe that these kind of innovations, like the MagicTalk, I believe is also one of the great spaces. Bringing in some innovations, like some structures, bringing in artists and collectors at the same time. This also is very educational, and people, because I believe that, not that I believe that when you check out the numbers and the statistics, really few people have engaged with the Web3, and, not just NFTs. NFTs is way less. I'm talking about Web3 and, having the knowledge of blockchain, because, NFTs is something built on the blockchain. And so this is something very new. And this transition, I believe that we are the people here that are trying to build up these comfortable and innovative spaces for the community who are joining. And each day I see more and more of these innovations. Like there is my friend Stacy Butcher. She's a great photographer, fashion photographer. She's amazing. And now she's like holding these NFT night shows, which I really enjoy her spaces. So yeah, like I believe that this innovation and sticking to this idea that we have to bring some value, whether it's going to be educational, whether it's going to be about mental health, or we're going to introduce new artists, and then we learn from their style, from how they find collectors. So these are very, great things that we can build for the next people who are joining, and also we learn at the same time ourselves. Like I hold these weekly spaces now, and in the name of this space, I say backstage of NFTs, and I say that I want to learn from you, because like each one of you guys, when you start speaking about your projects, like it's a very big ocean, with lots of variety, and each day I'm just being inspired by new collections and new artists. And yeah, like I just took so much time for this question, and about I hope you're not like bored, but yeah, I just wanted to say this about Tanmay's and your spaces. And also like the question on Ali Reza, that you were talking about having a variety of arts. And like I personally, I'm a multidisciplinary artist, a multimedia art. I consider this era an era of different mediums, and we should learn how to get into different mediums and exercise. I know that it's not good to dig into something if it's not your style, not to push it. Like if you're just only a 2D artist, well, and you're good at it and you're not interested, that's completely okay. Like that's 100% fine. But if you're someone like me with ADD, I want to like discover new things, like I'm just doing R&D the whole day. So like that takes me to the level of experiencing and then creating new stuff. So yeah, I don't think that they are both valuable. And yeah, Money, your hand is up. I took so much time. Sorry, you go on.
Oh, no, 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 no. I was just waiting for you to complete. Go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, like that was my point, Money. Like, 3D art, but I didn't put out my 3D art in the and decide to do that because like I experience, like I love Houdini, I love I love working with these softwares, and I love creating in them. So that is also another aspect of my daily life, daily artistic life, which I don't consider that I have to limit myself, because maybe, as Tanmay said, collectors, not all collectors are the same. They have different tastes, and we are artists. We shouldn't forget who we are at the end of the day.
It was amazing, Nida. Thank you for adding those brilliant words. Money, go on.
Yeah, I just wanted to say hi. Nothing much.
Oh my God, Money. Hi, back to you actually.
Hello.
Hey,
Yeah,
bro,
and let's
Tanmay,
say hi to Mariam as well. Hi, Mariam.
you got a
Hello,
really
hello everyone.
Hello,
How are
hello.
you?
Oh,
before Mariam
I
speaks.
love you. All of my friends here. I
No,
missed
before
you.
Mariam,
What
before
happened
you,
here?
Mariam, before
Money,
you
money,
speak,
money.
I must say that Khubi Azizam,
خوبم.
I love you so much. How are you? It's been a long time. Where are you?
Yeah, around you. I'm here, walking in the Twitter.
I miss you so much. I was actually going to DM you today. I was like, where the fuck is my favorite person? But okay,
Oh
I
my
got your
God, Money, you never DM me. I just DM you. Why you're just like that?
no, no. Actually, you need to have more than 20K followers for me to DM you, right? So yeah, you need to
Oh
pass that
my
bar.
God, you're just selling me under fee.
Yeah, actually,
Okay,
money
thank you.
also. We
You
should, we
know,
should.
money is a multi-task person. He do everything at the same time. In the Discord, in the Twitter, DM, talking, everything, retweeting, commenting.
Maya, maybe money is an AI with lots of, like not just one money. We're facing some monies.
Money feeds on the stories and the emotions of others. That's how he gets his power. Right, Money?
Whatever you say, my brother, but I love you so much. Whatever you say, I'm
What,
ready to
what,
accept that.
what was the other thing? The artwork you said, stories and what? Of others? How do they get energy from?
Inspiration? Maybe I don't know, bro.
And that artwork you created where their wires are connected to the TV. I asked you what are they doing, and
Oh,
they
oh,
you were
oh, oh.
like they
Yeah,
feed it. They feed on the stories and some fears, I guess, fears of
pain,
others.
pain, pain,
Something like that.
pain, pain, bro, pain, pain, pain,
I want to ask,
PAIN.
yeah, I
Yes,
have
yes.
one question about Discord, and I want to ask about my question of money because for me it's a personal, personal experience. I try to use Discord, uh, yeah, but I couldn't. I cannot connect with the Discord. It's not for me. It's too much user friendly. I cannot use Discord as well. And yeah, I want to ask a question because I know Mani, you are very active on Naboline's Discord. I am also one member of Naboline's. But yeah, I couldn't active in the Discord is, and I want to ask, is it very important to use Discord for the artist or not?
Or not.
Uh,
Fact is.
uh, I don't think so. The platform really matters, Padas, as long as you are making connections. It's always about making connections, however you prefer, whatever way you can think of. At least for the Discord part, yeah, they're just my friends now, so I'm just chit chatting, like we do in like normal life, like we talk with friends. So yeah, I'm just chit chatting because they're my friends. But about the connections part, I am not really looking to make more connections right now, to be honest. But yeah, in the discords, I'm like most active in two discords. One is the Bertonski's one, and the other is Naboline's one. So yeah, it's just at least for me, it is just talking with people. Nothing apart from that.
Happy to
Yeah,
hear it. Yeah, because for me it's it's a little hard to connect with the Discord with the people. Maybe I am a traditional woman. I don't know.
it takes a lot of time actually to get used to it. It's a little hard, but after a while, you can just see that you have lots of tools to make connections with people, and that's so great. Ali Raza, do you want to ask anything or add anything?
Yes, yes. I know I want to, first of all, hello, Mariam. And then after that, I want to say, the medias that for introducing the arts and NFT have been first of all from Clubhouse, and after that Twitter, and now we are faced with one a little private, more private medias, and Discord is one of them that you can connect with the other artists and the collectors directly, and because of this, I think it's the after a while we can see you know, a lot of collectors have different discords, and I think this is necessary to you move with the, you know, technology, and with the that things that happen for the wars that you want to be on it, and you want to trade on it, and you want to know survive on it. And as well as you said, Paris, for the first of all, that you want to use this word is not easy, because the return back the return click is different with the other application that we use. When, for example, you are in media and you want to return or go to the other side, there's nothing that you know, touch all part of your cell phone, but nothing's happened. I know. You know, for first of all, something like this happened, but after a while, that you can find your way. And I say yes, it's very necessary to you use, and maybe after 2 months the other application comes, and we should learn that too, and something's happened new, but for now I think it's the new, because you know the contest comes, and the contest growing, and the contest improving. And you know, the one of the things that now happen for the contest is be connecting with the juries, with the collectors, with the other persons, and it happens in the Discord. And in my opinion, yeah, it's really necessary.
Yeah, thank you, Aidareza. Actually, yeah, I have too much, mistake in the Discord. For example, I had a too much rank call to the other person that I say just sorry, I just checked Discord. Yeah, it's something for me. Everything is very, fast, and yeah, I try to connect with the Discord, and yeah, I just should be more connected with Discord because it's very important, I think.
Yeah, thank you. Guys, Tan may have time limits, so we can just ask our questions from him, because maybe
Oh,
he
no, no,
wants
no,
to.
no. Magical. Don't worry about his time limit. He does like 12-hour spaces. So yeah, he's the chief guest in this space. He's going to stay here as long as we want. Right,
Tan
Tanmay?
you have some. Are you there,
So
Tan
did you hear, Tanmay? You're a hostage here right now.
Where are you, Tan?
I think he just
Well,
ran away.
yeah, I'm trying my best to maintain my circadian rhythm. 12 hours spaces, and in daytime, it's late here, so I usually try to sleep at the same time and wake up at the same time, so it doesn't screw with my mental health. So, and
Yeah,
my
that
productivity.
was my fault. And I don't know what happened to the other guest. We just planned it because he is just living in Canada, and the time zone is so different, and that's why it happened to Tanmay. Sorry, Tanmay, for that. But maybe next time we can just have more time. By the way, Mona, do you have any ask from Tanmay? Mona?
Hello, dear Paria, Paradis, Mariam Jun, Ned, Mani, Tanmay, Alireza, and Hardik, and also hello to all my friends in the listeners. Actually, yes, wanted to add something regarding Discord, but I think Alireza said a lot about it, so I will just say hello, and please continue. I will add something in the coming minutes. Thank you.
Yeah, thank
Okay.
you, thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Paria, do you want to ask one question?
Yeah. I have a question. I know, Tammy, you collect from artists sometimes. I want to know your vision about doing this as an artist as well. Artists should just collect from the other artists. Why?
Why should artists collect from other artists? Is that your question?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you know there
That's
are a lot of people that they say they should not do that because they are artists, they are not collectors. I want to know your vision as I know that you do such thing for other artists.
yeah, because first of all, it's the love of art. So even collectors, they have some kind of art within them. That's why they feel connected to the art and collect, right? So they might have done something in the beginning, in the early years, or something like that. So everyone related to art goes and collects. Artists who come here in NFTs, who join new, who don't have sales, start having sales, and they themselves become collectors. This is what is the journey of every artist in the NFT space. So should or should not, that is a totally individual choice. If you need the money, please give yourself a priority, because for you to create art and you to be sustainable in creating art should be a priority, right? So it's not that don't collect art from others thinking they'll collect back from you. That's the worst thing. Second is
What happened? Am I right?
no,
Can
no,
you
no.
please?
My
No,
Alexa
no,
was
no.
reminding me to read a book and sleep, so I just mute till she finishes. Yeah, so I was saying first point was don't collect because you think they'll collect from you. Second is give priority to your finances. If you need that money for sustainability or for you to get your art materials or something like that, or some new development and technology you want, you can do. But of course, at least 10 to 20% we can keep aside, right, for putting back in the community. So what I've done is, whenever I have a sale, I have a portion. So 10 to 15% I put back for collecting from artists. 5 to 10% it goes to an organization who works the mental health. So Art of Living organization. So this is by default. So this every time this happens, this goes. So at least minimum we can do, right? So it can change a life. A little bit amount also can change a life or inspire somebody to keep doing, or make have some faith in themselves that okay, art is good or I can keep doing. So a bit first sale or a bit of money also can change life. So when I am also purchasing that, there are two things that I do. One is some art that I really, really connect with, and if it is in my budget range, I collect. Second is I look forward for Genesis work. So there are many artists from Africa, India, USA, Latin America, who have never had a single sale as well. So I give priority to those artists for their first sale or something like that. So I don't expect anything. If it is the money is just invested, I'm not looking forward to resell it, not earn like that. But I just keep collecting. And there's one more thing I do as a collector. Make sure that the work that the NFT is frozen. If it is we are purchasing on OpenSea, make sure the metadata of that NFT is frozen. So many times I've just stopped purchasing process and I was like, please freeze that and I'm going to collect that. I even asked Babugar, please freeze that NFT before I purchase. So yeah, he happily did that. So make sure you do that, because that's how it remains on the blockchain, right? That is about artists being collectors and collecting from others. And yeah, if I
Can you please
go ahead.
talk about freezing metadata, because I know that we have some people who doesn't know what is freezing metadata. I know that, but can you please just talk about that part a little bit more?
Yeah, so as I'm talking, I'm going to find that tweet and pin it on top. So what OpenSea does right now, how is it possible for OpenSea to allow us to mint NFTs for free? It's because they they store the metadata on their Google Drive. It's on the Google server, like a Google Drive. So because that's why it's free, but anything on blockchain costs money. So if you want to freeze on freeze, so is making it decentralized. So that will cost gas. That is a transaction that will cost gas. So if freezing was compulsory in OpenSea, they wouldn't be able to promise that free minting. So they put it on their Google Drive so people can have this free process. Now what happens is what is the problem with not freezing is early in November last year there was a very famous platform which was even bigger than OpenSea in sales volumes called Hicketnunk on Tezos. That that just closed. That just got discontinued by the founder of that. Just one day he woke up and said Hicketnunk is discontinued. So everyone was panicking. What will happen to the NFTs? So many artworks were there, and so on and so forth. But what happened was artworks were safe. The NFTs were safe. Nothing happened to them because what Hackathon could do is it would automatically freeze the metadata and put it on IPFS. IPFS is making it decentralized. So they would do that automatically. That's why they were able to retrieve the data from object. That is like OpenSea of Tezos. So if OpenSea goes down in future, if it gets hacked, or if something happens to OpenSea in future, all the NFTs that are not frozen will be lost. That is a fact because it is not decentralized. It is centralized. That's why many people say that OpenSea is centralized. It is centralized when the NFT when the metadata is not frozen. So please freeze. It will cost you gas, but if it's on Polygon, it won't cost you. Gas is anyways low, so if you have not frozen, go and freeze everything as soon as you can. And wait, I'm still trying to find that. So I've made a blog on that. It shows how what is an NFT how does it look when it is frozen? How does it look when it's not frozen? So it's there's an icon of um, wait, let me pin something here. This is putting it on metadata. One second. This is putting on this is the unlockable content. I'll talk about this one second. The tweets as I'm finding and putting it up. So there's a snowflake icon on the NFT. So once there's a snowflake icon in the NFT, that means the metadata is frozen. Nothing can be changed. The NFT cannot be deleted. The NFT cannot be edited. So all that happens when you freeze the metadata. Okay, I found the tweet and put it on top. It says all about freezing the metadata. So do check out that blog. That is really important as a collector and as a artist as well. Whose responsibility it is to freeze? It is the responsibility of the artist to freeze the metadata. Because once if it is sold, even the collectors cannot edit it, and if they transfer it back to you, you also cannot edit it again. So now then you ask me what happens in the sales transaction. Isn't the NFT frozen in the sales transaction? So no, the NFT is not frozen. The sales transaction is just a just a transaction for who has bought the NFT from which wallet. It just marks the transaction from which wallet to which wallet at what time. And there is a link pointing to the URL of where the metadata is stored, either to the Google Drive or either to the IPFS, which is decentralized. So that is about the NFT in brief or in detail. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for sharing. There are few collectors actually that I know that they understand these things. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. And Money, do you want to say something? Go on. Money?
Oh no, actually I didn't want it to be, it was a mistake. But yeah, I'll just say one thing, and I always say this: whatever Tanmay said is absolutely 100% correct. Whatever he said, I'm not paying attention to him right now. I didn't listen to a word, but whatever he said, 100% correct. Follow him.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Follow blindly. Like Mani just told us to follow blind.
Yeah. You should
I'm,
have.
I'm just kidding, bro. Yeah,
Mani,
guys.
we are just here to educating people.
So yeah, you
Yeah,
will have supporters also like Money who have total trust in you, no matter what you say or what you do. If he's saying something, it's correct. Yes. So I have this kind of faith in many people. Like I will follow Mariam blindly. So there are many people like that. So yeah, yes. So
and
back.
just one last thing. Then actually, I was listening to everything, manifold and stuff, smart contract, bro. Then collecting and yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys one thing. If you are just sacrificing luxuries in your life while collecting, do it. That's really good. But if it comes down to basic necessities and stuff like that, and you still collecting, be that guy or girl, please. So yeah, if instead of buying a Gucci or Louis Vuitton belt, you are collecting some art and supporting some artists, definitely do it. But if you don't have money to buy your underwear and you are collecting art, not a good idea at all.
Yeah, underwear is very important. Priority of life.
Yeah, bro.
So I will just drive back the conversation. I have a very important point to mention about collectors. We are all traditional artists, right? I'm and Mariam and Giraffiti and many of I'm not sure about Paria, but of course I think she is. So what I was saying is we need to onboard. We need to create more content. We need to hold spaces for onboarding new people, non-native crypto. So non-crypto native collectors we need in the space. So many people don't believe in crypto. They are like they are ignorant about it, indifferent to it. But like for me, I was very indifferent to it until there was art. So there was a real world application, right? So the more we can create content or the way we can onboard non-crypto natives, the better it will be for everybody. I onboard somebody, he collects from you. Many times it happens that the people you onboard will collect from somebody else. But if everybody does this, everyone will get right. So what do I mean by non-crypto natives? So by that, what I mean is all the most of like 99% of the collectors who are here have some or the other relation or background with cryptos, like the like Bitcoin or investing in crypto or blockchain or something like that. 99% of them have come to this. Otherwise, it would be very difficult to get them. And those non-crypto native have come in. They just come in while the boom. While last year in September they might have come in, but not again. So we can tell them about the benefits of owning NFTs. Suppose Mariam is such a big artist, or imagine some owning her NFTs in the beginning. So suppose Jackson Pollock, if you are able to buy and collect his work, his brushes or something like that, there would be such a big collectible item, right? And to do that in the beginning of the journey of the artist will be give so much more value it will have. So they have hurdles with crypto, and we should help them in creating wallet or how show them how to do it, how to convert, or how to use card to go and collect it. So if we are able to showcase that and really show them value of this, it will benefit much more. It will not just be limited to collectors, crypto collectors collecting from each other, or just artists collecting from each other. So now, like in recent days, it's mostly mostly it's just us guys collecting from each other, right? Some the big collector buys for art for a bigger value from somebody, and that amount trickles down through that artist to other artists, right? So and then we collect from each other, and it is just like revolving between us amongst ourselves. So we need to get outside money. We need to get. I mean, that's what my vision, or that's a long thing that I have. Even in real life events, I go. I give them my card. I help them. I give them, show them videos, give them some what do you say, um, POAPs or drops. I show them. I've made a video on that. So I have a YouTube channel. By the way, you can see the YouTube channel. There are these videos on how to, and there are podcast episodes and all that. So I created a video for them to how to make their wallet, how to find their giveaways or gifts that I do. So this is somehow you can do. Like the person who had onboarded me by giving in some crypto to my wallet, right? Just help me made a wallet and put some $1 or $2 amount in it. Like that, we can help somebody, even if they follow or not. You can just help them and just give them one of our NFTs as a gift, right? They will also cherish it. If they own the space, they will cherish it and keep it, and always it will be a very memorable thing to do. So please do that. All right. Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, actually, I sometimes do that, you know. I don't sell that much, but yeah, sometimes on Tezus, I know Paradis on Tezus and Ethereum, we are just trying to help each other, actually. We are just friends in Web3. And yeah, I have a channel on YouTube as well. I have some newsletters. If you go on through my link tree, yeah, I just try my best to do something for this community. And also, me and Paris are going to start an art share next week on Sunday. So yeah, we are just trying to give more exposure to other people in this community. I hope that would be helpful for them.
Pariya, I have a quick tip suggestion for you. I checked your YouTube channel. It was so cool to see those transcripts and recording of the screen there about this session. Amazing job. Episode 14. You have got so many amazing collectors and speakers and artists on the space. You're doing wonderful. Kudos. Keep doing the same. I would just suggest you to also post them as podcast. So if you use Anchor, I can share the
Yeah,
link and resources.
I want to, but Tanmay, it is just getting too huge for me.
Yeah, I can
I put
understand.
it on, just having guests, it is just a long journey for me. Paradis knows that because she's just sometimes helping me. And, there are lots of people who are just helping me by making connections with people. It is a little hard sometimes. And when I want to put it on YouTube, I have some barriers as well for that. And it is just a little huge for me. And this art share challenge, it would be another challenge actually for me. But
No
I
problem. No
tried
problem.
though.
Keep doing. I can understand it's connecting with collectors and getting people on your podcast. So I have a podcast, weekly podcast. So it's very, very time. It takes a lot of time and patience and follow-ups to do that. So yeah, don't overburden. Do as you please, but that's also an option. Just putting it
Yeah,
out there.
yeah.
Keep doing. Yeah.
To be honest, I really thought about that before, but maybe in the future, maybe after sometimes, yeah, I would start that. But for now, it is just getting so huge for me.
Yeah, yeah, no
Yeah,
problem, no problem. I think let's have questions from so many hands raised. The hand was appearing. Hardik,
yeah. Hi, Hardik, how are you?
I'm always good. So I just wanted to say something about that people, artists buying from artists. So money, you need to also stop buying because you earn 10,000 and you buy NFTs of 20,000. So stop doing that. And Tanmay, I just checked your YouTube channel. I saw your video. You are putting shorts, but you are not using hashtag shorts. If you don't use that video will never make to YouTube short sections, and you will never get any views on that. So do that while you
so
upload
cool.
any shorts.
That's so cool. I didn't give importance to that, so I'll do that. Thank you, Hardik.
And
That's so cool.
yeah, Hardik, bro, thank you.
What I
Thank you
also
so
need to
much.
do is those videos are just 10 seconds. I'm going to create a loop of those videos and then I'm going to put it out there. Okay, so we have somebody
So
else
we'll
put
talk
something on
about
top.
the YouTube thing in your space or someday other.
What?
I said that we'll talk about this YouTube thing in someday other space because I see many hands raised
Yeah,
that
yeah,
I want to ask
yeah.
questions.
So
And
just
hi
go through
Mariam.
the YouTube. If you have more suggestions, no, I would love to hear that. And thank you so much for that.
Yes,
Okay,
definitely, bhai.
Are you
okay, let's
active
hear
on
from
YouTube,
Mana.
Hardy?
Yeah, what did you say?
Are you active on YouTube as well?
Yeah, so I just wanted to try it. So I made a YouTube channel like 3 months back and I got 86,000 views in 1 month. So I know a bit of
Oh
how
my,
YouTube works.
maybe we should
What?
Whoa.
help each
80?
other.
Did you post your
DM that,
nudes in YouTube? Did you post your
DM that
nudes in
video to
YouTube,
me.
Adil?
I'm not able to understand you guys are talking together.
Yeah, we always do that. But yeah, Tanmay, please, bro, go ahead.
Hardik, do send that video to me. And yeah, I would love to hear from that. Let's hear from Mana. Mana has a hand up since a
No,
long
no, no,
time.
no. Before that, I just wanted to ask before that, what have you posted in YouTube, bro? Did you post your nudes or something like that? I don't know.
No. I have posted food videos.
Mana,
He has a
mana,
cooking
mana.
channel.
Oh my God. It's just getting so serious. Maybe Hardy, we can just DM you after this show. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for mentioning that. Before Mana, I think Ali Reza was going to ask something. Hi, Ali Reza again. Go on.
No. Let's Mana ask. It was about collecting, artists collecting from the artists and something like this. I can speak after Mana's.
Yeah, okay. Mana, you go on. Hi.
Okay, thank you, Alirza. Actually, I wanted to say something about the point that Tanmay mentioned regarding the, introducing NFT to new persons, new people actually, and new collectors. I think, of course, it's very important. And what I was thinking is that. It would be very great. Of course, it's not easy because, as you mentioned, that most of the current collectors on NFT are people who have some experiences with crypto. But I think if it would be very great if there would be some new collectors, for example, the IRL collectors, because I think that. Because of the background of people, most of the collectors here, the trend of the arts on NFT are something, there is a trend in on current arts on NFT, which is matched with the type of collectors that are now mostly present here. And if, for example, I think there would be some collectors from, arts backgrounds or something that are usually in real world, I think there would be a more balanced situation regarding the arts that are produced and are collected, and these kinds of things, and of course the trends, and one question that I had in this regard is that I wanted to ask from Tanmay, Mariam, and of course Moni, and the people who have some maybe more experience in the NFT world, and have seen many different collectors, and have talked and many different people, artists, and different people actually. What do you recommend for finding special collectors for some specific types of art. Because, for example, we were talking regarding this with Paria, because her style is something not very maybe common, and it's not sometimes for some artists it's not very easy to find their interested collectors, and
Collector
especially
find you, Azizam. Collectors find you. You
yeah,
don't
but
find collectors.
uh, I agree, Mariam John, but this is I think it would take a long time, because you should, it depends, of course. Some people are lucky. I think, for example, they will go to some space or any shield, trade or something, and suddenly a collector that is matched with their style will find them. But for some other, this won't happen, and it takes because nowadays it's very actually I think busy and there are lots of different artists here, and due to beer market, the rate of collecting is lower. So do you have any I think idea or recommendation in this regard? Thank you very much. Sorry for the long question.
Tanmay, you are just the one who should answer. Why you just raise your
I
hand?
would love to. I would love to hear Mariam's answer on this, as she is a traditional artist from with a long career. I'll give you some tips from my end on how you can do it smartly with the platforms that we have. Go to Foundation. There are tags that artists use, right? So find similar art style to yours. Define your art style. Find similar art style of yours. Search for those tags. See those artworks. See who has bought those artworks, and those are your collectors. Though they already have interest in that kind of art, in your kind of art. So it reduces your effort to go and find collectors and shooting in random, but you can just go and collect on them. And you can also search with hashtags. So I had a dedicated space for abstract artists, and there were many abstract collectors who I was able to invite, and many non-NFT artists who are into this also had come in. So on Twitter also you can search with hashtags and see the artwork which have been sold, and then collect. So I think Foundation OpenSea would be a good option for that. But I would love to know how it is done traditionally, or I just want to hear what Mariam has to say.
Tanmay. Mana, it's a great question, and we always said ourselves this question: what can I do? What can I connect with collectors? What can I make some sales? But I talk about my experience. Maybe it's not work for you, or for everyone, but it's work for me. I never go to direct of collectors, never DM them, and never go and looking for the collectors in the foundation or somewhere. I just do my work. I just do professionally my painting, and I try to make connection with other artists. And I truly believe that my work speaks for itself. If when you see it and don't make the connection, then truly that work isn't for you. And it's so okay, because I want my work to be with someone who understands and appreciates it. This is the first rule between artist and collector: the mutual understanding of the art.
And I'm against any artist explaining to any collector why they worth collecting. The collector should have enough knowledge and experience when choosing art. You know, um, I can't think in other way, Mona Jana. Um, I'm a painter for 20 years, and I live with my painting for 20 years, not any other works, not any other jobs. It's not my hobby, it's my professional job. And I never allowed to anyone, um, uh, oh my God, it's so hard. Um, um, I put value on my work by myself, just by myself, not anyone. That is my way. And of course, I have any sale for 5 months from January 2022 till April without any sale. But I try to make connection with other artists, spaces, talking, commenting, and make a real friendship, not just for for um, for my profit, you know, real friendship. Um, and this is work for me. I'm happy. I'm happy. I satisfied for my way, and I never getting to depressed, never getting to give up, never getting to stressful days. This is my job for years, and I do it. And I love socializing, talk with people whenever I want, wherever I want, you know. Uh, this is my
I want
way.
to,
As
yeah, I want to add some comment of the actually Mana, and I want to know dear Mariam as well. And the best thing that I loved about Mariam, she's really hard worker. She's really serious on her job, and I love that. And this is very important for all of us, that we think we are, yes, we are we are artists here, but we choose NFT as a job, and our job has some rules. I don't know, Mana, what time you are in the NFT, but I know how you can make connect with the other people, and yeah, how you want to make your connection, and about your art you ask about everything, and you are very, it's a, I think it's very professional. But about the selling, I want to say about this, our volume trade, it's not our volume of our art. Yes, before coming to NFT, you were an artist, and now you are an artist, and just enjoy your way, enjoy your creating. Definitely, all of us sometimes has some, become down because of the marketing. We don't have a sale. We see too much selling, something like as this. Yeah, this, we are human. We have emotional. But just thinking about this, enjoy to show your art. Don't be shy about your art, because it's not, it's not, maybe your art something, some value that when you speak about this, and you something, your roadmap, your job, everybody wants to, connect with your art. And yeah, I want to say that something like this, your journey, it's very professional, and I enjoy your how to you connect to the people, and just don't think about the selling, because we are not in the, the market in the past. We are not, everything is changing the NFT, and we are here to show the people we believe the NFT journey, and that's why we are here, not just about marketing, because we are here for NFT platform, NFT spaces, give a chance for the artists to show their art, and thinking about this is help you. And yeah, Tanmay, do you want to add anything?
I totally agree with you, and I would
I think it was just a mistake. Okay,
Yeah, it's,
Tanmay,
Pariya
sorry.
doesn't like me. Pariya wants me to shut up. Bye bye, guys.
No, it was not actually me. I think it was.
no,
I'm
no,
joking. I'm joking.
no,
I'm
I'm so
joking,
sorry.
Pariya.
I
I'm
just come
joking. I'm
to
joking.
close my mic, and after that I touched the mute. Sorry about that, Tanmay.
Yeah, I'm
I
joking. Okay,
accept
relax.
my apologize. Please go ahead.
I'm joking. I'm joking. So yeah, guys, don't take me seriously when I'm saying serious things. Okay. Um, anyways, um, um, when what I was saying, yeah, I totally agree with what Mariam said. Especially when an artist comes in with so many years of 20 years of 2 decades of experience of professional artists, there's so much to learn from it, right? To enjoy the process. You'll still see the another day tomorrow. You'll get another chance to create. You just keep going on, build new collection. I just say save your mind. As Pardes also mentioned, we are humans, and with Twitter, there are new challenges. NFT gives us new opportunities, but also it also has new challenges, right? So, what are the challenges? In traditional world, you had some collector, gallerist whom you could tie up with, and then they sell your work. Even though they earn 50 or 40%, they have a list of collectors and they would do the marketing for you. Or you could do exhibitions elsewhere and get like that. But with NFTs, you don't give that 50% to the gallery or some middleman, but you also have to do the selling and marketing, right? So many a times it's overwhelming for the artist, right? Something new has come in. So I am from the marketing background. What I've studied in college and all in previous years has been business and marketing and blah blah and so on. So it becomes overwhelming for the artist to come in and sell your work. It is very, it feels very something strange in your heart or in your head. Your heart starts racing fast. You get a lot of thoughts and things in your mind. There are a lot of feelings that you never experienced before, like fear, anger, jealousy, envy. That comes in different forms, right? Because it will show you a new timeline which other artists have sold, and you will be like, okay, why am I not selling? What is wrong with my art? Then the self doubt comes in. When will I get a sale? Why is this collector collecting from them but not from me? So these are the things that we as humans face, right? But we don't discuss. So that's why I put it out to today loudly, and I'm sure everyone thinks that. So how do we deal with that? So first, of course, from the experience of artists like Mariam who have been doing this in their life, if they are saying that if you just keep focus on your art, it will sell gradually. So you just keep doing that, right? Let us just enjoy the process of creating art, firstly. Secondly, your art is unique. It is very subjective, right? We're in the art industry. So it's not a. This is a very good quote that I heard in the beginning in September or in August last year. It's not about. It's not about if. It's not about if your artwork will be sold or not. It's about when. So it's not about if. It is about when. So when will take time. When you'll see in the process, right? We'll just give it some time, and you'll see that. And about connections, when people talk about community, have community before selling. And what does it mean by community? It is friendship, right? As Mariam mentioned, having connections, greeting each other, supporting each other. If they're having some problem, asking them what happened or how are you, or if there's anything I can do for you, or just interacting with collectors. If you see something that's good has been collected, so there is no restriction on how many tweets you can reply to. So you can just connect like that. And once talk to people on spaces, and of course never DM. That's the only thing I get scared of. DMing somebody about anything. I have never, like in 18 months, I've never DM'd anybody to buy my art. That's the thing I get scared about. So it also makes me scared about sharing links for spaces, but I do it sometimes for people who I know that will join and who I would love to have. But that's about DM and about networking and friendship. So that you can do. Another tip I can give, like from the marketing background, is the more your art shows up, right? The more it shows up, the more people remember it. So the Coca-Cola or Pepsi, everybody knows their names around the world. Everybody knows how Coca-Cola can looks because they spend so much on advertisement. Every time it will come up and show it right in your front of your face. So there are very free tools to do that. How you can do that is um, schedule your tweets. So that's how your tweets will keep showing up in your, at least in your own timeline, hard or foul, or there's nothing bad in that. You can keep posting your own tweets on your own timeline. You're not dropping it on any threads or you're not doing anything. At least on your own timeline, the more you share your own tweet, the better it is. And how to not get tired with that? It's you can schedule your tweets. Twitter has an amazing option of scheduling it. So what I do is I schedule my whole week together. So every 3 hours there will be a new tweet that comes up with an image and with other things that I want to save. And because my art is so diverse, it is very important for me to keep rotating all the different art styles one after the one. So many people who haven't seen the other styles get to see the other. So that's how that it happens. So every 3 hours, like 8 times a day for 7 days, I have tweeted. You take 1 hour of the 1 hour in the weekend, 1 hour on any day you prefer. Listen to your podcast, listen to Pariya Space, or listen to my podcast when you're doing it. Because it's a mindless work, right? You can listen to something and keep doing that. So you can schedule your tweets. There is a website called TweetDeck. It is of Twitter only. I use that. It's an official Twitter website called TweetDeck, which has all the platform and all the things in one. It is just easier to manage over there. That you can do. What is the benefit of that? Another benefit of that is no matter how many retweets you do, the more retweets you do for others, for networking or for friendship or just to support others, it's fine. The more you do, it's better. It won't affect you also because every 3 hours, your own work will be showing up, right? So you don't need to worry about your work not being seen. Your timeline will have fresh work every time. Every 3 hours, there'll be something new. So that is something that has been effective that you can do. And of course, share others like this artist, this community. It's all about us artists, right? The more we do for others without expecting, the better it is. So you'll see that, and you'll also feel good. It feels good inside to be helpful to others, to be useful to somebody else, or solving somebody's problem. So that you can do something naturally. I hope I am. There's nothing. I've not offended anybody, or there's. I hope everything was okay, or if there's anything wrong that I said, please let me know.
Oh no, that was awesome. Thank you, Tanmay. We should just go so quick because it is just going too late for Tanmay, I know. Hardik, do you want to go first?
Yeah, sure. So Tanmay was talking about like Twitter and that. So few days back, I checked out the Twitter page. So they have updated it, and now Twitter is only appreciating using two hashtags in a tweet. So if you guys didn't know that, use only two hashtags. And other thing, like what I do is whenever my any friend is dropping any new NFT, I make tweet for them because I am having currently okay reach, like I get good reach, so it supports them too. And when people say me, I am supporting many other artists, so they also start supporting me. So that way you can also build community, and you don't have to go and ask people to retweet for you. If they know you and they have talked to you, they will definitely retweet it for you.
Absolutely. There's one more point I want to include. Um, Hardik, I absolutely agree with everything. I just want to add something more. Now you'll think that retweeting everybody, you'll get tired. What if I'm just spending my whole day on Twitter and my head is aching, like just doing this? When will I do my art, or when will I do other things? So what solution I found for this is you don't need to do that all day. Like you can improve your productivity of time. You can set 3 hours in a day. So I do it in the evenings, 7 to 10 in the evening. I've dedicated that only for retweeting and for Twitter and replying to all the notifications and talking on spaces, and it's the Twitter hour. So three hours dedicated for Twitter, Discord, and all the networking and all the interactions and all the community building things. It's only for 3 hours. Other than that, I have no notification on my phone. I have just put the settings. I've switched off the settings for notification in the phone, even on the PC, everywhere. So there's no distraction. I can just focus on the art, and yeah, that's it. And another Twitter tips I'll give you: if there are some collectors or there's some people whom you really want to follow, it's best to create a list. So there's an option for creating lists over there. So what is Twitter doing nowadays is you cannot see, even if following many people, no, you won't see their tweets on your timeline. Twitter will just show you the tweets of people whom you're already interacting with. So your inner circle, or it'll just keep showing you those tweets. But if you want to track somebody specific, create a list. So you might have heard me on my spaces talking that I'm going to add you in my 3D artist list. I'm going to add you in my artist list or musicians list, and so on and so forth. I've got list for everyone. Like that, I've got list for collectors also. Collectors liking any specific kind of art, or any collectors, and so on and so forth. It's as per your way of how you want to do it. So when you press the list, you can go and see their tweets, how they do it. You can also press notifications for specific people you like whose tweets you would like to be updated on, or whose spaces you don't want to miss. So with that, you'll get specific notifications for that. So this is just some Twitter and productivity tips.
Yeah, that was awesome. Thank you. Mala, did you want to add anything to this topic?
Thank you, Jess. I wanted to thank all actually the comments and the ideas. And I want just to say that, yeah, as Paradis said, I think that there's lots of things here in the NFT world that is really precious, and there's not the matter of sales only. But I'm just a person who like to ask, the opinion and comments of a more experienced person always, and I just always like to learn new things. So that was really very nice, I think, ideas from Mariam's side and Tanmay's side, and also the point that Hardik mentioned was valuable, because I knew that they, maybe their styles are somehow different, but it was really great. Thank you very much for all your ideas and comments. Thank you. And also thanks to Paria and Paradis for the nice space. Sorry, I just wanted to thank you very much, because maybe I cannot
Yeah,
speak more than that.
Yeah,
you
you're
are
Thank you.
so kind. You are so kind. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
okay. Is there anything left that anybody wants to add?
Somebody's asking, Amana, I would love to talk to you and see your artwork in my space on Saturdays. So do join in. Would love to interact with you more and know more about you. Cool.
Sure, Tanmay. Sure. Thank you very much.
Yeah, just set a reminder for the Tanmay spaces. I actually repeat in the spaces. You can set the reminder, and yeah, you can speak about your art.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining me and supporting me. Thank you for this beautiful night that you made it for us. And thank you for all data that you shared with us. As you know, I just do the same thing every Wednesday and Saturday. So you can just join me on these chapters, and we can have lots of sharing data and something like that. Yeah, Tanmay, go on. I will just add my things?
No, no. Go on. Add that thing, and I'll tell. I'll speak after that.
Okay, okay. And something new that we are going to start with parties for the next week. It is just a little reminder for you. You can just check it in the nest up there. We are going to have an art share from next Sunday actually, and it will go something like a challenge and game for you. I will ask some collectors and artists to join me and help me to curate 20 artists every week with a very special theme. We are going to do that, so you can just join us with the theme of each week, and we will go on with a gallery for you. So we just try our best to give some more exposure to your art. I hope that would help you all, and that's all the thing that I can do for all of you. Thank you for all your support and joining me. And catch you on the next episode. Yeah, Tanmay. Bye from me.
Yeah, guys, do support Magical Lords. She's the Lord. She's the lady of all magic in the space. So if you're gonna get lucky, do follow Magic Lords. Do follow the. I'm excited for that thread, art share thread. Pariya, you're doing a great job. It takes a lot of time in finding uh, people to speak on the space. So it's a podcast. I'll call this as a podcast session. So it's really tough to find proper people and communicate with them. And they show up, they don't show up. So don't worry about that. It's okay. Um Many people have rejected me. I mean, they said they will come, but before 10 minutes they have something, and that is part of the game. So you need to have option B, option C. Just the main thing is it needs to be consistent. Okay, so more wishes to you. Keep it consistent as much as possible. Not just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. Don't care about anybody if somebody comes or doesn't come. Uh, just keep doing it, and yeah, let's grow together and let's reach the stars and be back from there. About the Saturday space, so the same way, like it's the 25th week. I just make it a point to come and do it. If it is not happening, it just means that either I'm very very sick or I am dead. But I'm just going to keep having it every Saturday, or if Saturday I'm not there on some other day of the week. So that, and this Saturday we are trying something new. We will do, you have to share about your friend. So get a friend to your space and then you can talk about each other. So that's something new that we'll do. Let's see how good you know your friend, and friends work, isn't it? So that will do. And thank you so much. Pariya is the most frequent person, one of the most frequent persons on my spaces as well. She does amazing co-hosting. So yeah, if you she her account is open if you want to hire her as a brand manager or somebody to co-host your space or give some shout outs. And she's very beautiful also. She can do some modeling also in her chadar, in her chadars for you. So yeah, do that. Pardis, thank you so much. I haven't spoken much to you, but I would love to talk to you. So do join on the Saturday space, and would love to talk to you about your work and explore more about that. Mariam, it's always great to have Mariam in any space. I just love the way she laughs. I thank God it's recorded. I'm going to, whenever you're feeling upset, right? You hear Mariam's voice and the way she laughs, and you'll be good. So that, and she brings in so much experience and knowledge. I just feel more confident about myself and my artwork after speaking to her. So she is the fire, the guiding fire in the space, guiding light in the space. So Mariam, thank you so much. A lot of love to you. And yes, Chirafiti, also another great co-host. Hardik is always up with jokes and laughter in his voice. Great to know Mana. Ali Reza is also very frequent to the space. So a lot of love to you guys. So nice talking to you today. Much love. I'm just so happy to be a part of this, to share my hearts with you, to share my life and my heart with you. So this is going to be memory. I mean, imagine 5 years, 10 years down the line, you'll be looking back and looking at these memories that we create today and in this time we are having in this these days. So a lot of love and celebration and hugs to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, dear Tanmay. Thank you to join us, and it was a really great space, dear Mariam, Mana, and everyone. Yeah, as you said, I think you are the light of this journey, and yeah, thank you so much, and see you soon in your spaces. Yeah, why not?
Okay, Hardik, did you want to add anything, or we should just wrap it up? I saw your hand.
Thank you so
Okay.
much. Bye bye.
Yeah, thank you for coming, Mariam. Thank you all.
Bye-bye. Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye.
Khuda Hafiz. Khuda Hafiz.